6 yards on the first down, 2nd and 4. Duggan, back-to-back passes, going deep. And it is caught, Ja'Cour Pearson. Big play for a first down. And so they're going to settle to take the points. Rodrigo Blankenship on a kick it from 21 yards away, and St. Louis gets the first score of the game.
You know, Kurt, that never really materialized, and he was more of a pocket guy.
And he hands it off to Corbin on first down, and Corbin with a nice run of 13 right out of the gate. And Aiden Robbins lined up at tailback.
There's that extra lineman in the backfield.
Robbins hit in the backfield. Travis Feeney not fooled at all. From the 40. Jacob Sailors. 15 easy yards when you hand it off to the leading rusher in the league. He went over to the sideline. We'll keep an eye on him. Jarvion Howard now in, and he gets the run. Maybe it doesn't matter who's running the football right now. They had 173 yards rushing last game.
Telling his wide receivers, is like, hey, they're coming out as they come out.
They're a little funky sometimes. Jarvion Howard, and he stopped in the backfield on 3rd and 11. 4-man rush. Duggan winds up. High caught. Blake Jackson, 1st and goal, Battlehawks.
Throw this route right on top of the linebacker. Watch this linebacker right here. As soon as the route gets on top of him, ball is out. And that corner is trying to collapse. And then that's excellent job by Blake Jackson. Athleticism to go up there, high point this ball before he can get into that corner. And Chris Steele couldn't make a
180.
Howard. Did he cross the goal line? He did. Touchdown, St. Louis.
He's here.
10 yards to the 38. Corbin through a hole, and Corbin picks up 8 yards. Ball came out. Ball came out and is scooped up by Micah Abraham. He's going the other way. No flags on the play. Touchdown, St. Louis. St. Louis, Abraham with the defensive play, forcing it out and taking it all the way home. He picks up 10 on that one. And they hand it off. Corbin with running room. Good gain of 14, and they keep moving the chains. Corbin cuts it back into the end zone for the touchdown. I don't know if it'll silence the crowd, but it'll keep them quiet for a little while.
Well, what I love here is at this point, another 15, 20 yards to be in field goal range.
Duggan hit as he throws, sticks it right into the bread basket of Ja'Cour Pearson.
180.
Duggan, his arm hit, but he still completes it, and it's Darby into the end zone for the touchdown. And St. Louis answers back.
And this is what, there's this bad connotation out there. Everyone, grimaces when you say like, oh, he's a quality game manager. And it's like every great quarterback is a great game manager. And here we go.
Oh, what a return. Talk about a game manager. They're going to manage to get back in the end zone. Maybe Jaden Sheridan just stopped before he got out. Time to go to the locker room. Not yet.
I'm blabbering on about quarterbacks being game managers, and we almost get a return for a touchdown. My goodness. Down the sideline, and just had the touchdown saved.
Micah Abraham again.
Micah Abraham had the scoop and score, and then here, just the hustle on the backside. Look at 21, Micah Abraham. I mean, racing down there to get him out of bounds, but now
well, some fireworks at the end of the first half.
That's the end of the second quarter.
In his ball placement, he's been really accurate with the football. And they, outside of those two mistakes, the fumble and the fourth down, they played outstanding on offense.
Jonathan Kirkland breaks free. Another big play on special teams by San Antonio gets them started here in the second half.
There's your cutback lane. 1 or 2 yards ain't bad. 1 or 2 yards ain't bad.
Guy who's been there 3 days, able to break it down for us.
Don't worry, he's been in 18 offenses. He knows what's going on.
I know. I saw the graphic actually said college journeyman. I'm like, it sounds like a shot. There's a flag down on the field goal attempt. But St. Louis's defense has held them to field goals on both. And now they will take over on offense for the first time here in the second half. Frank Darby, who had the touchdown right near the end of the first half.
You know, and tape out there. That's what this is all about. What an incredible opportunity this is.
Pump fake going deep right away. And it's hauled in. Butler with the catch. Ready, one play, huh? Jarvion Howard, and another first down for the Battlehawks.
If you're going to fight the whole team, you already put the team in the bad position. Being selfish, send them to the locker room.
Howard bouncing outside, dragged down from behind by Mosley. Already made one from 21, this from 23. He's 2 for 2 tonight. 19 for 20 on the season.
You'll fight for those extra yards, but that's the only risk.
You saw what he could do in week 1 when he had 115 yards rushing. Silvers complete. Pearson into San Antonio territory. 5 carries for 12 yards back in week 2. 1 for 10 now. Silvers. You said he's no Duggan?
180, 187.
Here comes the blitz. First play of the fourth quarter. Silvers. Oh, wide open. Butler. Touchdown. Not going to get much easier than that.
No, what a great double move. And I thought Silvers he just sold the pump fake. I mean, there are times, you know, he's got that little double move slant route to Butler. If I'm Max Duggan, I'm like, hey, can I throw a double move? Can you give me a play call or two?
They hand it off. Latulis. First down and more.
Total rush defense, third down defense. It's just been a totally different year.
But they do a good job stopping the run right here.
180, 187. Got it.
Silvers to the sideline. Darby gets away. Ball came out. San Antonio looks like they recovered. Jordan Williams
is going to be in St. Louis regardless. You know, who plays quarterback, who plays running back? Do we see Sailors? How about Latulis?
Runs like that will certainly make its case. Kayvon Latulis.
And again, watch the patience, and then he's just going to explode right down the middle of the defense. Great job up front, sealing things off, and then some poor effort and tackling on the outside. There's no doubt.
They're doing the exact same thing tonight here as they get ready to wrap up the regular season. Sheridan.
Oh, no, he did it again. He did it again.
They're even having fun on the sideline right now.
And the center's going to bob his head. They're trying to get him to jump again. And then it's a kind of a little delay. Bob his head, and then they wait. And then he bobs his head again.
4th and 5. Garrett makes up for that previous penalty with the sack. The winner moves on to the UFL championship game. So congratulations to Anthony Becht. He finished the home schedule 5-1 this year as well.